Well, there you go, young man. That's like a prophetic dream. So, in other words, you know, things occur accordingly to what has been decided. So it's like the stages you go through in building a house. The idea is you get the plans, you start it, you do the foundation, etc. So as you're watching this, okay, and so your dream along the lines, and we're seeing it, we're going through the stages where has become more mechanical, etc., and eventually confrontation, which you're seeing the revolts and everything, because people are only going to take so much, and then they're going to revolt, which they're doing all the time in their own particular way. So if they're making statements, or if they're out on the street with their little yellow jackets and throwing things around, etc. So again, you're seeing that, and it's the real side experience usually exaggerates itself, is what it does. And so you're seeing what's possible, what can come up because of the choices people make. Now again, people can at any time choose not to do that. So two armies can come together and meet on the battlefield. They're looking to battle, but all of a sudden they negotiate. Well, let's not do it. Let's think about it, and we'll see if we'll do it later. So again, it's free will. But according to what people are deciding, what's going on, etc., it's kind of preparing you. You might say, in case it's like a warning. In case this happens, get ready. This is how it is. And yes, the earth can be prepared again, and that seems nice and cozy or whatever. But realistically, the earth is a school. You're here to go through the personality, the personal side, to create it, etc. And the earth will be created for you. Things will be, not necessarily created for you, but things will be redone in their own particular way. But through that experience, you're really going fast forward. All right. So it just depends upon how the situation comes about. But tomorrow night, you could have a similar experience, and it could be totally different, because again, it's as the shift in consciousness and what people decide, what you decide every day can be different. So one day, even though you've got your job, you can decide not to go to work. You see, that changes everything, doesn't it? That one thing, and because all of a sudden then they may fire you, so that changes your whole life to where on the real side, you would have saw that, as you keep working and whatever, eventually you meet someone, you get married, you have kids, and you live happily ever after. Let's say that's a good story, isn't it? But all of a sudden, one day you have free will, you decide to quit your job, and all of a sudden everything changes because of that, because of what you've decided. So you're getting a little view, and it's kind of a warning too, and a heads up, and it's like, prepare in case that does happen. And what will you do? You can be part of the battle, or you can sidestep it, you might say. See, you have many options to go by, and seeing the earth again down there, and again, you're going to decide if you're going to go back, because you're, like you say, the UK, etc., if you're going to go back and take part, or if you're going to explore and see more, you see? Yeah, so there's many ways to look at that. So it's life's interesting how it gives us, see, now you're more aware, and now you have more choices, you might see. And just like earning your way, you can keep going through this adventure, or you can decide to focus on the isness, yes, and earn your way. And the way you do that, it's really very simple. Right now what we're doing is we're presenting something to the world because the world needs help. That's the biggest way to earn your way, and also through your real awareness and recognition. And life sees your intent. It knows you can't hide anything from life. And so when you're totally sincere and your intent, in other words, the intent is to where life is first. And that little self, it's still there, but life is first. But you decide that. But most people, their personal life is first. It's very important to them, and they have a right. But they will never see the true reality of life is, and they will stay in creation and be the effect because that personal self is first. So through that experience, young man, you can choose anything, or you don't have to choose anything, you see?